Ladies and gentlemen, her.
Hello guys, welcome back. So Adele doesn't really need any introduction as she's one of the most quintessential pop stars of the past decade whose songs you know even if you don't want to. Adele has made the world fall in love with her infectious personality, authenticity, soul, personal confessional songwriting, simple non-flashy stage presence, and that's right, her voice, her smooth, warm, feminine voice that can be both strong and pugnacious and soft and velvety. Adele rose to global stardom in a weird time. It seems like as soon as the general public heard Adele was put in the same vocal league as Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey. She was put on a pedestal that she herself has never asked to be put on, as this kinda Whitney Houston Amy Winehouse hybrid. So in this video we're gonna focus and analyze Adele's vocals. How good is she actually? In order to make the analysis and commentary more accurate and detailed, I'm gonna divide the video into 4 sections, and these will be lower register, belting, riffs and rounds, so vocal agility, and head voice. Live vocals and vocal technique is all that matters in this video. Without further ado, let's get into it. Starting with arguably Adele's biggest vocal strength, aside from her emotive delivery, her lower register. A very safe and comfortable area for Adele. She makes a great use of her lower mezzo-soprano voice, for the most part letting her instrument naturally reach the notes she wants to reach. In general, Adele sounds solid, healthy and comfortable.
Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you. It ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light in a summer haze, bound by the surprise. It ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light as I do. I'm tighten my heel and strutting my feet. Is there anyone I could call? I ain't lost, just wondering. I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be. I only wanted to have fun, learning to fly, learning to run. Let my heart decide the way that I was young. Then I walked around all of the streets where I grew up and found my feet. It's like scared of me. To earn my stripes I have to pay, bear my soul. Where I grew up and found my feet, they came to look me in the eye. It's like they're scared of me, but they don't recognize me now, light of day.
Having said that, Adele's lower register is good, but it is not amazing or spectacular, as pop music knows at least a few other mezzo-sopranos with more technically developed lower registers, like Lady Gaga, Pink, JoJo, Miley Cyrus, or Beyonce for example.
A swallowed heart, that's me right off my feet. Can't explain why your loving makes me weak. I'm overwhelmed and insecure, just give me something I can take to ease my mind slowly.
Oh my God.
Keep telling me that it gets better. Does it ever?
Dull mouth, dull legs, big veins, dog bay.
My baby shot me down.
Now we move into the most controversial part of Adele's voice, namely her belting range. Throughout the years, quite a few vocal coaches have questioned her belting technique.
This is my last night with you. This is my last. There
very different. And she only needs to change that and she'll save her voice and her career.
What's more, Adele's 2011 vocal cords hemorrhage and concert shows on tour only seem to validate these concerns and critiques. Having said that, it's not like Adele doesn't have any good technique to her credit. She definitely gets a pretty good grip on breath support, vocal cords connection, and vibrato, which is a plus for sure. When Adele is doing great, her belts come out open, relaxed, with a natural medium weight to them. Take a listen.
No final keys to steal any sea. Don't you remember? We want some more.
I wish nothing but the best for you too. Nothing but the best for you too. No regrets, the things they've done. Sometimes I just feel it's only me.
However, it is not always the case. Adele consistently deals with a few issues. There's a lot of pushing, but not enough relaxation. A lot of the time she sounds fatigued. Sometimes it also seems like she's trying to make her voice sound more spacious and powerful, but actually the pushing and tension makes her voice lose its depth and appear smaller and more irritant.
But sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts in love instead. Sometimes it lasts in love. I wish I could live a little more. Look up through the sky, not just below.
Another big problem for Adele is her placement. It's often throaty. The sound isn't focused and clear, but more spread with a grainy texture to it.
Someone like you, I wish nothing but the best. I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love until the
Adele also likes to bring a lot of weight into her belts. Well, it isn't always bad, but it makes her voice fatigue more quickly and more easily.
Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best. Easy if this is my last night with you.
Lightening and balancing out her approach would benefit her in lots of ways. As you can tell, Adele's belting technique is quite flawed, and unfortunately, belting is one of those things you shouldn't really attempt without a proper technical foundation, especially if you have a more fragile and sensitive voice, which seems to be the case for Adele. Next we have vocal agility. We know that Adele isn't really a crazy riffer, however she's smart. She uses the skills she has to execute some of the slower or more simple runs well.
Hello,
and doesn't attempt things that would be too complicated for her. Moving on to upper register. Adele is a pretty frequent use of head voice. She doesn't achieve much power and doesn't reach any crazy heights, but apart from the extremes of her range, it's a part of her voice where she sounds relaxed and controlled. Pretty objectively speaking, it also is a part of her range that's very pleasant to the ear. It is a great asset for Adele to have. Coming to the conclusions, Adele is an amazing artist. Her vocal technique, to be fair, isn't the most developed, polished, or refined. Of course, she has her strengths: her easily recognizable, captivating, beautiful voice, solid lower register, promising belts and head voice. Adele is a pretty good vocalist, but nowhere near as good as some would like her to be. And despite her technical flaws, Adele has mastered the art of touching people through her music and her performances, and that's something that no one can take away from her. And it matters. Adele, please drop some new music. Okay guys, that's all I have for you in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Please let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. And yeah, see you in my next one. For now, bye guys. Let sky fall here.